everybody, welcome to It Was Tuesday. Your host, James Chen. I've been trying to do a little bit more match analysis. If you have missed it, last week I analyzed how Oniki's Kimberly was able to defeat Fujimura's Ken in a recent Japan World Warrior event in Grand Finals. But this is another match that has been requested by some people, and a match that I'm interested in as well. So at CEOtaku Grand Finals for Street Fighter 6, NuckleDu was able to defeat Punk in Grand Finals. Now, the reason why I want to analyze this match and what makes it interesting to me is because we had an exhibition, I think it was one of the Intel exhibitions that we had recently, where NuckleDu was actually able to defeat Punk in Grand Finals in that tournament as well. And when we interviewed NuckleDu at the end, I was like, Punk has been kind of having your number recently, right? And he was like, dude, I have lost to Punk so many times. Like, I cannot beat this guy. This is like the first time I've beaten him. It's crazy. Like, there was actually like almost a little bit of exasperation in NuckleDu's voice, talking about how Punk has kind of had his number since Street Fighter 6 has dropped. And then here in CEOtaku, spoiler alert, he beats up on Punk pretty badly here in Grand Finals. So I just kind of wanted to analyze this and see what happens and see if NuckleDu has any sort of crazy strategy that he's figured out over here. So, obviously NuckleDu, Punk, two of the greatest fighting game players, two of the best Street Fighter 6 players on the planet right now. Punk with that Cammy and NuckleDu with Guile. And Cammy can be really tough for Guile to handle, right? Because she has so many ways in, right? She can just drive rush in, she can run in, she can spin knuckle, she can hooligan all of a sudden out of nowhere. And your mental stack is very tough to deal with, right? As the Guile player, you have to have a lot of mental stack to fight Cammy because she just has so many ways in that you can be keeping your eye on one certain aspect and then all of a sudden Cammy chooses one of the other ones and you're just like, I was not expecting Cammy to do that. So it's a tough fight for Guile, right? It's a tough fight. I mean, I think Guile can also do really well against Cammy, but as I mentioned, Punk has been beating NuckleDu pretty badly. So let's take a look at this match. Let's actually watch this match and see if there's anything I can glean. Again, I haven't watched this match in details, and sometimes there is no obvious answer. Sometimes there is no magic. Oh, I see what he did. He did this and was able to win. Sometimes you don't get that, right? But let's actually see how NuckleDu was able to take out Punk here. Like I said, so Punk and Do think it's 50-50 character matchup. Okay, that's cool. That's cool to hear it from them that way, because I kind of feel that way too. I feel like it can go both ways really badly. So let's go ahead and watch this and let me know if the volume on the match is too loud or something like that. But let's actually see what these players can do over here. So, I mean, there's going to be commentary, so I'm going to keep it pretty low. Let me know if the volumes are still a little bit too colliding or if this is actually okay here like this. So, again, NuckleDu has been playing Guile. I mean, he was a massive Guile player in Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5, he played a lot of Guile. Also played Cammy in Street Fighter 5 as well. NuckleDu Punk has basically been maining Cammy since the game has come out. This is clearly his most comfortable character. And she suits him really well because she's really fundamental based. She's not a shenanigans character. Her biggest shenanigans are the hooligan stuff. And the hooligan stuff just hasn't been good enough to be real yet. So Punk, just basically doesn't even use the hooligan, right? He basically, that move doesn't exist to Punk. And so he just plays super fundamentally, which is crazy because anybody who's played Cammy, you fight against her and you're like, this character's broken. She's so good. She does everything. Oh my God. And then if you actually play Cammy, you find out that, like, for me in particular, I mean, I'm speaking from my own experience, she's really hard to use. Like, I feel like you have to have such a good read on your opponent to play Cammy properly. Like, when I play Kimberly, for example, you know, I get one knockdown, you're in the corner, and it's just like flowchart from there, right? I just got to keep mixing you up and picking different options. But, like, Cammy is really, really hard to win without you just being better than the opponent. When you are, she's amazing because she has everything you need. She has the DP, she has great whiff punishing, she has great corner carries, all of her combos end in drill, which always give her Oki. So, you know, it's always that kind of thing. And so, like I said, if you're right the most of the time because you're just a better player than the other person, Cammy is amazing. You dive kick over crouching medium kicks, it's great. But the thing is, if you're wrong a lot, Cammy struggles. And so she's actually, in the right hands, she's clearly one of the best characters, but you have to be someone really, really amazing for her to succeed really, really well. So J-Man actually says, I'm a Cammy main. I'm really struggling to break 1700 MR. She's amazing, but your footsies need to be insane. And mine are not insane. So being better is important. For Cammy it is. I mean, it sucks to say it, but you can win with certain characters without being better than your opponent. Kimberly can be one of them. Ken is definitely one of them. And again, sorry, Ken players. Yes, Ken carries people. Don't take offense to it. You're using a good character. Enjoy it. Have fun with your top tier character, dude. Dude, I was trying to teach somebody how to play Street Fighter. He's like, I'm new to Street Fighter. What should I do? I'm like, who do you use? He's like, I use Ken. And I was like, God damn it. Because I don't want to tell him. But then I told him, I was like, crouching medium kick Jinrai, light kick follow-up. Do this until you get to platinum. Do this until you get to diamond. And I was like, I don't want to tell you this because I want you to get good at Ken without, you know, learning Ken stuff. But you can literally get to diamond by doing crouching medium kick Jinrai into the light kick follow-up until your opponent dies. Like, almost literally. Like, I was like, you can do this and win all your matches. You should learn more, but you can get that far with this tactic alone. Anyways, let's keep going here. I love these faces, dude. Here we go. So, starting off right away. So interestingly enough, you start off right away and you can see one of the crucial things almost immediately that's tough about Guile is you have to be good about so when I play Guile, I try to be Street Fighter 2 Sonic Boom Guile. When you play Guile in Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6, that's not what you can be. So what you notice right away, NuckleDu immediately walking forward, right? Immediately giving up the charge and trying to play footsies with Punk, right? He's trying not to be standstill Sonic Boomy Guile, and he only does it every once in a while. So right now he's testing to see what Punk is trying to do. So after that little bit of walk up and upside down kick, so watch this. So walk up, okay, Sonic Boom, he parries it, upside down kick, Sonic Boom. Now what NuckleDu is trying to do right now is he's testing what mode is Punk in. Is Punk in, I'm going to try to spin knuckle, I'm going to try to jump, or is he in, I'm wary right now because I think he's going to try to bait me with the Sonic Boom. And so what NuckleDu is right now is trying to establish is he's just trying to say, look, I'm throwing a lot of booms right now because I want to see what you're going to do, Punk. So that's 3 booms already, fakes it, 4 booms. So you can see he's playing the Sonic Boom game because he wants to see what Punk is going to do against the Sonic Booms. And now you see after 4 booms, he stopped. Because he's trying to see, I did 4 Sonic Booms now. What have I done to Punk's strategy? Is Punk going to adapt to the strategy by trying to spin knuckle? By trying to drive impact? Is he going to jump? And so NuckleDu's trying to test that out. And he sees that Punk is still playing footsies. And now NuckleDu decides to walk forward a little bit. And he gets kicked in the face. So, but here we go. He actually gets one single hit on a jab. After getting kicked in the face, he jabs and drive cancels that. Clearly not a hit confirm, but he just did it. And so he's going to get this nice combo here into the knockdown. A little bit tricky combo because you got to start it standing, but that combo for Guile is standing medium punch into heavy punch into flash kick. You have just enough time to charge for a flash kick in that sequence. So you have to learn late canceling to be consistent with that. So he gets that over there. And here we go. Now he's built a distance, so he's really testing Punk now. How are you going to get past the Sonic Boom? And he's gone back to the Sonic Boom. That's 3 Sonic Booms, fake 4 Sonic Booms, 5 Sonic Booms, and then an upside down kick to try to catch Punk maybe being a little bit greedy over here. Jesus, that reaches far. So Punk neutral jumps here, catches him in the head, goes for the drill, and this is what I mean. Oki now for Cammy. Cammy has a bunch of shenanigans that she can do after landing the heavy drill. Punk almost never goes for the shenanigans. She's got plus spin knuckles. She's got hooligan craziness. She's got dive kick craziness. Punk almost never uses them. He always just dashes, goes for a crouching heavy punch or throw, and plays the very basic Cammy game because, again, when you're mostly right, that's enough. And Punk is mostly right. So he dashes up here, goes for the meaty. He just goes for a tick throw and then just gets baited. So this is the first time we've seen Punk actively trying to do something against the Sonic Boom. He jumps, NuckleDu is patient, gets the flash kick. So that's important information for NuckleDu right now. And then we get a little bit of a scramble situation here. And you see right here, NuckleDu throwing out an EX Sonic Boom at point blank range because it's faster. It can whiff punish, and now he builds this distance again. He misses a Sonic Boom here, unfortunately. And so that actually hurt him a lot. He missed, he did not charge enough here, right there. So that towards heavy punch right there came out as a back fist. And as a result, he gets whiff punished, and Punk gets to take him to the corner. And again, same thing for Punk. Gets the drill combo, and what does he do? Dashes up and goes for the very, very standard Street Fighter V RPS. It's what I call the Street Fighter V RPS, which is the attack, throw, shimmy mix-up. And that is something that Punk is so good at that he just does all the time. Now he goes for the meaty, and NuckleDu decides to throw in a little bit of a monkey wrench in here and actually just perfect parries it. Oh, and he goes for the drive impact because he sees that Punk is low on drive gauge. So he drains him. Look at that. That is 2 entire blocks right there. So parry, 1 for the punish counter, 2 for the drive impact, drains him down to to no gauge. So this is interesting here already. We're seeing a little bit here from NuckleDu, maybe managing Punk's drive gauge is what is crucial to him. Maybe this is something that is a major factor for him winning this. Because now Punk, you can see, doesn't want to block any of these Sonic Booms. He's going to parry that, but now he's blocking again. He's almost down. And now you see how the fact that he's low on drive gauge is pushing Punk now to try to predict the Sonic Boom again. Again, he jumps over here. NuckleDu patiently waits, gets the flash kick, and now he should get an automatic burnout in this situation. So you see him dashing up there, block. Oh, no, he was too far away to get even more. Uh-oh. Oh, what? I can't believe Punk did not punish that. -8 off of the drive reversal. You blocked that. That should have been crouching strong. I don't think Punk was trying to do standing strong, standing medium punch. Should have been crouching medium punch because I think that would have reached, maybe. But unfortunately, he just missed, so he doesn't punish the drive reversal. So that's a major loss situation right there. And you can see NuckleDu respecting after getting his low forward kick into overhead blocked, just respecting. And then Punk backdashes a little bit, tries to build a little bit of space, interestingly enough here. So after the fierce backdashes, because he knows he loses his turn after the heavy punch, and he doesn't want NuckleDu to be able to lock him down with anything like a jab, Sonic Boom, or something like that. So he backs off a little bit and then comes right back in. But NuckleDu sees that back off. He decides to be a little bit more aggressive. And so he just comes in with the Sobat to catch him, and he gets the counter hit, and he is able to confirm that because NuckleDu is crazy, but also he recognized that this was a counter hit, which links into standing light kick, which is drive rush cancelable, and then he was able to spend everything that he had to finish the combo off right there. So he takes the first round. So we've seen already here in round number 1, NuckleDu trying very hard to manage Punk's drive gauge, taking away EX dive kick, taking away maybe EX spin knuckle and stuff. So really interesting to see if NuckleDu continues this drive gauge management style of play over here. But back here again, testing Punk with the sonic booms, and then Punk is being strangely aggressive. Like, he tried to jump over another sonic boom here. NuckleDu was able to walk under and punish counter the landing frames. So he gets the full combo, drive cancel, big damage right there, and now full screen back to the sonic boom over here. NuckleDu trying something a little bit different here. He has the corner situation, so you can see him being a little more aggressive. Throws out the sonic blade, upside down kick. The blade is still protecting him. Throws out another sonic boom, heavy kick. So you can see NuckleDu is being a little more aggressive because he has the corner position, and you have to take advantage of the corner position even when you're Guile, right? It's just what you got to do. Oh, what a whiff punish. So I had questioned Punk using Cammy's sweep as a whiff punish for quite some time. I'm like, wow, why is he using the sweep so much? Cammy's sweep is usually garbage. Like, her sweep is always one of the shortest range sweeps in all of fighting game history. Like in 5, it was useless. In 4, it was useless. Then I tested it out in 6. This move has more range than Cammy's crouching medium kick and her standing medium kick. It doesn't look like it, but the reason why she has the range is because of how much she swings forward on the startup. I mean, look how far forward she moves. So even though the animation still looks like the other games where it doesn't look like it has much range, the movement at the start of it is what gives her range. So she actually has a lot more range on that sweep than basically any of her medium kick buttons. It actually has more range than standing medium kick as well. It's crazy. So he gets the punish counter, which lets him jump over, goes for the meaty crouch light punch, actually connects over here, does the 3 lights into the drill, standard Cammy combo fare, and then fake meaty, goes for a throw, and here we go, throw loop central time, just goes for the meaty instead, and NuckleDu just finds his way out. So again, when you're in the corner, life sucks. Cammy is +1 in this situation, but you can see NuckleDu waiting half a second, then hitting a button. So basically what he did was delay button just in case Punk tried to take his turn after being +1 on crouching heavy punch. But when he noticed that Punk didn't do anything, he just threw out the standing heavy punch. Brave enough to throw out a heavy punch while in the defensive situation. Because Cammy's will also basically beat you up for throwing out light buttons in the corner. Like, you whiff light buttons and then she just whiff punishes you. She doesn't care if you whiff a throw or a jab, she just fierces you in the face. And so NuckleDu is really smart here in that he's willing. He's like, you know what? If he's not hitting a button, I'm hitting a long button to make sure it hits her and reaches her. And so he throws out the heavy punch. Punk walks into it. He was going to cancel the sonic boom on block or not, but it actually is a combo, so he gets the hit. So he drive rushes in to take advantage of the plus frames that he has to force Punk into a defensive state here. So after landing the sonic boom, he's kind of in a plus situation like this. So he's going to drive rush in and take advantage of those plus frames. Punk can definitely have EX DP'd here, but Punk doesn't want to corner himself and probably just wasn't ready for this drive rush anyways. Oh, and he just gets hit by it. He actually gets hit by it. So yeah, he definitely wasn't ready for it. Yeah, he tried to check him. And so NuckleDu is just going to spend all the meter here. He spends the level 3 to give himself a ginormous life lead to build back a bunch of his drive gauge as well. And again, you see how NuckleDu taking advantage of the Cammy distance. So Cammy can spacing trap you with the standing heavy kick like this. So she's standing heavy kicks you at proper ranges and you try to jab her afterwards to take your turn. She can throw out a light kick and whiff punish you and basically kill you for doing that. And so again, same thing for NuckleDu. Look, if Cammy threw out a jab or maybe even crouched strong in this situation, probably would beat NuckleDu standing heavy punch because the standing heavy punch has a long startup time. NuckleDu is banking on the fact that Punk expects him to throw out a quick button, so he's not hitting a button. So NuckleDu takes advantage of that, steals a turn by throwing out a slow button, but that also lets him cancel into Sonic Boom and build distance. Like that. And so now he's built this distance here from Cammy, so he prefers to play at this range over here. Punk tries to get in, and this time, again, the standing medium punch after blocking the drive reversal. So yeah, that was smart from NuckleDu. You try to drive reversal the drive rush cancels, right? Because you want to get them away from you, right? And it's an even meter cost a lot of the times, right? It's either 1 to 2 bar or 3 to 2 bars. So you're kind of okay with that, especially because Punk did the drive cancel here. Boom. So that's 3 bars. So if you can drive reversal it for 2 bars, you're coming out on top. But Punk actually drive rushed, blocked it, and then again, standing medium punch punish counter, but that's not cancelable. So he then goes for a hooligan. What is he doing? Punk with some uncharacteristic behavior over here, and that hooligan gets him killed. This is why Punk never hooligans, because hooligan gets Cammy killed at the highest levels. All right, so game number 2 here. And you see right away, so because in the last game, NuckleDu started off a couple of the rounds with the Sonic Booms, NuckleDu actually starts this round off by being a little more patient and thinks, you know what? Punk's going to want to get around the Sonic Boom. So he actually just baits out one Sonic Boom, then fakes with the standing strong, sees the spin knuckle, gets the counter hit, and then is able to beat him up with a drive cancel combo over here, drive rush cancel combo, and puts him full screen. And now we're back in this full screen situation. And interestingly enough, you see right here, NuckleDu also using the meter here to actually dash forward on the hit to get some plus frames into upside down kick, plus frames. Oh no, he just backs off. And now back to this neutral game over here. And interestingly, Punk does standing heavy kick. And what he's expecting maybe now is NuckleDu to throw out that heavy punch again. So Punk actually jumps after the heavy kick. But NuckleDu actually does the Sobat and gets hit by the cross-up. So Punk's jump was the right read. It was the right read in this situation. And so he gets the combo. And there it is again. Punk just going with the standard Street Fighter V RPS. Goes for the meaty crouching fierce. Gets the counter hit. So he reads the counter hit. So he goes for standing heavy punch for max damage. Gets big combo here in the corner. He has the life lead now. NuckleDu just tries to jump out of the corner. Punk walk back DP, able to stop him from doing that. Really nice awareness right there. You even see Punk too. He walks forward for half a second and then backs off and still is able to DP the jump. That's not easy, dude. That's not easy. And so NuckleDu doesn't get out of the corner. A lot of times you cross cut them or something, but they get out of the corner. But good on Punk right there to keep him in the corner. Tries to double shimmy him, but the counter to shimmy is pressing a button. So you see right here, after the DP, he walks up, shimmies, and then Punk tries the double shimmy because you see him walk back again. But again, NuckleDu says, you know what? The counter to shimmies is pressing a button. So he presses crouch jab, and he catches Punk off guard and is able to get away, even on a minus crouching light punch, minus frames, throw out the heavy punch afterwards because he caught Punk off guard into the Sonic Boom. Heavy punch Sonic Boom is clearly a strategy that NuckleDu uses a lot to build distance here. And now he's being a little brave here, throwing out more Sonic Booms at close range. Tried to Sobat, catches the drive rush in there, and you see the counter hit like that, and that allows him to combo into the flash kick, puts him a screen away again, and now we're back into this situation. And you see how NuckleDu uses Sonic Boom into drive rush a lot. So one Sonic Boom meaty, second Sonic Boom. And you know what? He knows that Punk can't really jump over it because he dashed forward. Probably if he jumped, he'd get hit out of the air. Makes it a little bit safer for him to drive rush in. So he goes for the overhead, actually catches Punk crouching. So he spends a lot of bar here into another big combo, into a full screen. Hasn't burnt himself out yet. And now Punk Punk is tired. I don't think he has his mental focus right now. That's what this level 2 tells me. I don't think Punk's on his game here. Punk is kind of trying to take the pseudo easy way out of these things. He's like, I'm just going to super the thing. Like, he doesn't want to try to play as heavily into the footsies as he normally does. He goes for a Hail Mary level 2. NuckleDu baited it, and now NuckleDu basically gets to kill him. You very rarely see situations where top players like this do the I'm going for it, and if I'm wrong, I die scenarios that most of us intermediate players do all the time. You don't see this happen a lot from top players. And the fact that Punk actually did this actually kind of tells me he's not in the game right now. I feel like he's a little tired, and I feel like he's might be just kind of like, it's the end of a long day. It's NuckleDu. He's my friend, whatever. Let's just have fun, whatever, not taking it as seriously as possible. Now, I'm not trying to take away from NuckleDu's victory, but that just feels very uncharacteristic to me personally. And so here we go, back to this full screen Sonic Boom stuff. And again, it's not just the Sonic Boom, but because he stopped the spin knuckle previous round, that's what opens up NuckleDu do Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom EX knocks down Sonic Boom, and then Drive Rush in again. And to be fair, those were all mostly safe Sonic Booms, right? The first one is the standard Guile opening Sonic Boom. Too close for Punk to react to. And then he actually doesn't throw a Sonic Boom right away. He walks up and crouching medium kicks and then tries to walk away. Then the EX Sonic Boom is just good at catching people walking forward. So he catches him with that, knocks Punk down, so he gets one free Sonic Boom. Punk blocks that, but you can see very minus situation, right? Because you're still blocking the Sonic Boom and Guile's throwing the next one. So he's very plus. He sees Punk dash forward again. And every time he sees Punk dash forward, he's been able to react with the Drive Rush because Cammy can't get around that Sonic Boom, right? She's just too close to it. She wouldn't have been able to jump it in time, and the spin knuckle might not even have started up in time. So NuckleDu's going to take advantage of this. Drive rushes in, goes low this time. Last time he went overhead, so he goes low this time, but Punk is able to block it, and you see Punk challenging after the crouching medium kick. So Punk gets the throw. Boom. And then a good reaction here from NuckleDu. So as soon as Punk saw NuckleDu start walking, he's like, he's not charged for flash kick, so I'm just going to jump. But NuckleDu was aware of that, so he actually just jump backs and gets the medium punch, which is a knockdown. And so he actually gets over here again, and now back to full screen Sonic Boom. And now he's actually changing it up. Instead of just throwing the Sonic Boom at full screen over here, he actually knees a little bit forward and throws another one because he knows he has a little bit more time after that jumping medium punch. We see the dash forward from Punk, but it was a little bit not in the right timing for NuckleDu to Drive Rush afterwards. A fake into another Sonic Boom, fake, and now smart stuff right here from Punk, because he called out the fake, and then he walked up and heavy kicked, right? So he called out the fake, but NuckleDu didn't do anything, but he did stand and block. But we've seen NuckleDu standing heavy punch after getting blocked, after blocking the stand heavy kick before. Remember, I talked about that being a spacing trap, so NuckleDu is smart using a heavier button, expecting Punk to not hit a fast button. So he blocks this heavy kick over here, and he goes back to it. Now, Punk jumped last time and actually got the cross-up off of that when he Sobat. But this time, Punk was greedy. So you can see right here, after Punk gets this blocked, he tries to interrupt the heavy punch, perhaps. He was hoping that he could interrupt it in time, but instead, he just gets punched in the face. Counter hit, Fierce Sonic Boom, which is the classic that NuckleDu goes for. And then, again, because he has those plus frames on the hit of the Sonic Boom, he Drive Rushes in. Right? So you can see Cammy's still reeling while he's already Drive Rushing in. So he gets these plus frames after the Drive Rush jab. And all he does is just go into a Sonic Boom sequence and tries to push Punk back out, goes back into Sonic Boom here. Catches the Drive Rush again. So what we see, so the reason why NuckleDu is aware of this is because a lot of times when you see people miss a drive parry. So you see right here, Punk missed the drive parry. And what happens with a lot of players is when the drive parry happens and there's no projectile coming, they don't like the fact that if they let go of parry, they're stuck. So a lot of times they try to split the difference and dash out of it so they get something out of using up that drive gauge, basically. So you see right here, Punk does this, and he's like, shoot, I didn't succeed, so I'm going to kind of OS into the dash forward and drive rush cancel. But NuckleDu was ready for that, and again, has the crouching medium kick to intercept him, gets the counter hit combo, connects to it, and says, you know what? I'm not going to get opportunities like this a lot, so I'm going for the level 3. I'm going to cash out the damage here while I get a clean, confirmable combo hit. And then he drive rushes in there, so he's playing more aggressively here because he knows Punk is a little bit more in a desperation situation. And because he has such a life lead and maybe is hoping that Punk is panicking a little bit or maybe a little bit more defensive because he's low on life, he's being a little more aggressive here because he's trying to push him to the corner. Also trying to burn him out, I think, too. But then, you know, he doesn't push too hard, which you don't want to do because sometimes you become obvious. Punk manages to get in with the heavy kick, but then tries to sneak in a dash afterwards. So even when getting hit by a heavy kick, NuckleDu just throws out the heavy punch. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. So NuckleDu is just going crazy with this heavy punch after the heavy kick, which is really fascinating to me because Cammy's standing heavy kick on hit is +2, but it's just at a range where is it really +2? Like, what does Cammy do to really take advantage of the +2 at this range? She could crouching medium kick, and that would hit what Guile is going to throw out if he throws out a heavy punch. But NuckleDu's read here is that Punk wants to take advantage of this and actually get in and continue the offense. So instead, he walks into it, gets hit by the sonic boom, and then looked like NuckleDu was going to shimmy him. But Punk ends up jumping. But again, too close here. So NuckleDu manages it to make it under. Punish counter the landing frames because Punk tried to cross up with the light kick. And that just means he's going to be able to get the kill off of the drive cancel. And just like that, NuckleDu is up 2-0 here in Ultima Final here in Grand Final. So again, starting the round with a couple of sonic booms to establish stuff. And then upside down kick, showing a little offense, Sobat, and Punk actually managing to drive rush in after the Sobat missed here. So that's really important right here because he's kind of taking advantage of the minus frames on whiff. So he gets in with the jab, has the plus frames, tries to throw, and NuckleDu somehow teching that correctly. Punk trying to get back in, but right now, what we've seen right now, so far in these first 2 games, in my opinion, is that Punk's has not been successful getting in on NuckleDu's sonic booms. NuckleDu's sonic booms have been very good. Punk has not once yet spin knuckled successfully through a sonic boom or jumped over a sonic boom successfully. He has not been able to get past these sonic booms at all. So NuckleDu's sonic boom game has been really strong and his fakes have been really good over here. So you see all these sonic booms. He missed the sonic boom. He threw out the heavy punch over here. Sonic boom, heavy punch. I don't know if maybe he was expecting Punk was going to dash forward again after the drive parry. And so he was actually trying to meet up with that. Kind of doubt it. I think that was a mistake. But NuckleDu turns it into the crouching medium kick. Who knows? I mean, maybe NuckleDu was expecting the dash and was trying to intercept it. But he does get the crouching medium kick. And again, Sobat kick. Punk is just having a hell of a time trying to get in. Now, this is something top Cammies do, is that they are able to walk into the range and use jabs as a check. And so Punk is one of the best at this because you see him win a lot of matches by walking up, jab, light kick, drive cancel into big combo into level 3 and kill. But here NuckleDu blocks it and then he just whiffs with the heavy punch. So that gives NuckleDu the frames. Good block and good punish by Punk over here. Punish off of the overhead chain. And so he gets the knockdown, and I don't know what that was. It's like I said, Punk is not looking like himself. I don't know if this is an accurate case of how we could see how NuckleDu necessarily beat him. I mean, obviously his Sonic Boom game has been strong, but Punk accidentally doing a meaty spin knuckle that gets thrown, like, I don't, like, there's just no reason for this. This to me has to be an execution error. Like, I just can't see why Punk would do that at all. And then he gets tossed. And now, oh God, yeah. See, now Punk is trying to spin knuckle in to the Sonic Boom and but NuckleDu again with the fake and then the EX flash kick to beat it. So again, Punk has still not yet managed to get past the Sonic Boom successfully in this game at all. And there we go. Can't even jump over. Twice anti-air. Punk at this point, he's mad. That spin knuckle, now I'm almost 100% positive, was a mistake. Because you see like this right here, this comes out and he gets thrown and you're like, what the hell? Where did this come from? And so now what happens here? Punk tries to jump, gets hit, tries to spin knuckle, gets hit, tries to jump, gets hit, tries to jump, gets hit by the Sobat, gets hit by the Sonic Boom. And now we go to an ad. Oh, come on. But it's clear right now Punk is frustrated. And then gets baited into the shimmy, gets counter hit right here, and then just touches a bit. So after that spin knuckle came out, I know exactly how this feels. You're just like, you know what? This round doesn't want me to win. And Punk just, I mean, you saw right there, that was like 7 actions in a row after that situation. So here we go. Again, knockdown, accidental spin knuckle, gets thrown. And then what do? Immediate jump, spin knuckle, jump, and then walk, get hit, try to do something, get hit, get baited by the shimmy, try to push a button after the drive rush. And so again, he was active in every single situation after that. Punk was tilted. Punk was 100% tilted. Punk is usually a lot more patient than that. And so now we're at match point here for NuckleDu. And now a whiff punish from NuckleDu. Wow, that was so good. Look at this whiff punish here. After that, he knew he was in range for the standing medium punch. Drive cancel. Jesus, that's nice. Back to a screen away again. And now, yeah, did he do that after Punk dashed again? Let's see. Sonic Boom, boom, Sonic Boom, Punk dash. Yeah, see, every time he sees Punk dash, he's ready to drive rush. He's only done it when Punk has dash forward afterwards, because dashing into the Sonic Boom means that he doesn't have the ability to do anything except take this mix-up. It's a really interesting strategy right there. Sonic Boom, second Sonic Boom, if you see them dash, then drive rush in there, because they kind of have to hold that drive rush. So he goes for the overhead, does hit Punk this time. He has a big life lead, goes for the meaty here, but nice check right there from Punk, and he goes for the full charge DP right here to get to the other side, to get the side switch. And now tries to get in there, but you get no Oki off that DP, unfortunately. And now he's trying to get in, but again, look at this. Punk is just getting hit by everything. So that's the second successful jump from Punk over here. He manages to jump over, but that's again because NuckleDu tried to do something. And Punk gets the punish counter off of that. Comes here for gets the counter hit meaty. Okay, here we go. And now Punk looking like he's firing on some cylinders a little bit more. Wow, NuckleDu wasn't charged for the flash kick in time. Or he just messed up. He was definitely charged. He just messed up. And so Punk gets in there, and this time, see, crouching medium kick, punish the drive reversal. I don't know what the standing medium punches were before. This time, the crouching medium kick actually gets the proper 8-frame punish. Cancel, level 3. Punk takes actually his first round here. And it was kind of scrambly here. So, like, what did Punk do exactly here? He was in a terrible situation here in the corner. So it was because he called out NuckleDu's shimmy and caught him with the crouching medium kick right there. So he caught him with the crouching medium. It was a read on the shimmy that caught him. And then he was able to side switch here, and things kind of spiral out of control when Punk also got kind of this lucky jump in right there. Gets the knockdown, gets the meaty hit, so just guessed right. Comes into this situation here. And then Punk continuing to pressure in the corner. Again, lucky, because NuckleDu somehow just didn't have that flash kick ready to go. So a couple of fortunate situations here for Punk to get this round. And now we go to round number 3. So that's the first round Punk has won against NuckleDu. Wow, NuckleDu going in right away. So by the way, drive rush knee from Guile is 0 on block. So yes, throw out your 4-frame. Guile will throw out his 4-frame. You will trade. It's just what happens there. It's kind of what you want to do, right? It's kind of what you want to do if you block the knee at point blank range. If he spaces it properly so that he hits you with the tip of it, then he's plus. But if you block the drive rush knee at point blank range, 0 on block, press the button, trade. That's kind of, or if you're feeling particularly feisty, EXDP in that situation and you'll get a hit. But, you know, and if you're Guile, you're going to hit jab anyway because you don't want to let them take the turn. So both of you are going to hit jab and trade. So trade and then immediately NuckleDu with the standing fierce sonic boom. That's another thing NuckleDu is using a lot here. Standing fierce sonic boom has been paying dividends. Ooh, what a whiff punish by Punk again with that crouching heavy kick. Not sure what that, I think NuckleDu crouching fierce to try to fake maybe, but it looked like he micro walked forward, so I'm not sure what that was from NuckleDu, but he does get whiff punish counter, which let Punk's jumps in and does an empty jump. So last time he did empty jump into low jab and it hit NuckleDu, so Punk thought this time I can empty jump and throw, and he does. However, NuckleDu tried to throw too, even though Punk's the one that teched it. Doesn't make a difference, but Punk definitely did empty jump into throw this time. So now back to this kind of neutral situation. Using the standing fierce to drive rush cancel in there to get some pressure here. Got close enough. There we go. Standing strong. Very plus after a drive rush. Gets the throw. And now back to the sonic boom game from NuckleDu. And again, an EX sonic boom at close range to get the knockdown. And now we're back to this fireball zoning here. And you can see Punk a little lost here. He's gathering self, right? So sonic boom block, sonic boom get hit, sonic boom block, hold the block. He's trying to gain positive meter for blocking all the sonic booms. He's trying to get some drive gauge back. NuckleDu recognizes that, immediately drive rushes forward and starts draining away at Punk's drive gauge over here. Oh, what a whiff punish, and that's the Guile classic whiff punish right there. Crouching medium kick into heavy flash kick, which connects at almost every range. And now Punk back to the full screen sonic boom blocking. And this time Punk didn't actually dash forward, but NuckleDu still drive rushed in there. So it might not necessarily be a reaction to the dash forward, but NuckleDu just likes to do sonic boom, dash forward, basically. Punk is not washed, not even close. He's still one of the best factory worker one. I just think he was tired, or he just was out of it this particular tournament. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses for Punk, but I can see when a player is kind of out of it. All right, so yeah, activate. He wants to burn him out here, gets the burnout. When Guile has the, oh, whoa, he missed the combo, so that's bad. And that actually loses a lot of opportunity for, oh, and what a successful jump from Punk. Okay, so this activation of the level 2 was supposed to be NuckleDu's ticket to victory here. He's standing heavy punches, gets a crouching medium kick, and tries the combo with the crouching medium punch. But I think he thought it was going to be a counter hit. But it wasn't a counter hit. So this doesn't combo without counter hit. And so he just finished the combo and maybe made just a mistaken read here. So this allows Punk to get the combo, to get out of the corner. He reads the sonic boom timing from NuckleDu and then manages to jump in, get the level 1. So this is some big damage here. So we're seeing some life from Punk. Tries to shimmy, but again, what have I always say is the way to stop a shimmy is a button. So NuckleDu wakes up with crouching light kick to hit him while he walks backwards. And so now he's got the standing heavy punch and the sonic boom, plus frames. He throws out an extra sonic boom from the level 2 so he can drive rush in and challenge. And now this will be plus 4 because he's in burnout in this situation. So it won't be 0, it'll be plus 4 now. It's because he's in burnout here. So now he goes for the throw. Punk techs it. And now Punk trying to get back in there. Finally! This is the first sonic boom that Punk has made it successfully past with an EX spin knuckle here. This is the first one that he's gotten in now. And so taking advantage, getting in there, drive rush cancel, tried to shimmy again. And NuckleDu will not believe it. And now he's burned NuckleDu out and a second spin knuckle successfully getting in here. And he burns NuckleDu out with that. Too far away for the heavy punch. And then a heavy kick finds its mark and Punk finally takes a game here. But you can also still see it. Punk, he doesn't even look like he's like all that excited. Like there was no hype in Punk right there. He was just like, okay. Back to this, checks the spin knuckle. So Punk is like, you know what? I've been succeeding with the spin knuckle. My spin knuckle reads have been good. NuckleDu says, nope, sorry. Let me take off 20% of your life and put you a screen away again. You see Punk neutral jump after the first Sonic Boom. He's expecting the drive rush in there. And he's trying to get some plus frames with this jump. But NuckleDu did not go in. He didn't drive rush afterwards. So now Punk trying to close the distance again just by walking. Drive reversal finding its mark. And so pushes him a screen away again. You can see NuckleDu. Wow! That was an accident. No Cammy does forward heavy kick on purpose. No Cammy does forward heavy kick on purpose. He was trying to walk up heavy kick. Didn't let go of forward fast enough. Came out with it. And somehow managed to hit NuckleDu. So Punk's going to take advantage of that. Oh, that was too close for the heavy kick. So he's going to get counter hit right here. Yeah, because he was expecting the second medium punch to push him a little bit out of range. So what happened here is he did this. That one missed, and then he heavy kicked too close, which allows NuckleDu to get the punish. He didn't drive cancel off of that. He just did jab Sonic Boom and decided to keep the pressure going. Interesting. But here we go back to the Sonic Boom game. The Sonic Boom game is working really well. Punk sneaks in, but then drops a combo. Drive rush jab, gets the hit, gets the low jab. Standing light kick, misses the combo. This has happened to me a lot. This has happened to me a lot where I've just dropped this combo. And that's an unfortunate situation. So he's just going to eat damage. Oh, well then NuckleDu drops a combo. And then Punk just kept hitting buttons in the middle of there. Or did he give up? No, he pressed the button. He got counter hit. So NuckleDu then gave Punk a chance again by dropping his combo. Then Punk gave it back to him by pressing a button. Oh, it's just slops at this point. Missed the Sonic Boom. NuckleDu did. 0. Wow, you went for a throw? Oh, is it because Punk actually tried to perfect parry this? No. What happened? Why would Punk not hit a button? Or was he actually worried that this was... Oh, I think he was thinking that this was probably a little more meaty, so that guy was probably +1 or something. So Punk didn't want a challenge in this situation. So NuckleDu takes advantage of that and goes for the throw. Fake Sonic Boom, tries to go for pressure, but you see after the Soback kick, he's minus, so he's just trying to walk away. So he walk away, and then Punk checks him with the light punch, but not going to get the combo. Punk uses the drive cancel, back throw to try to put NuckleDu into the corner. He needs this corner position. And now Punk's footsies are looking stronger over here. The heavy kick is finding its mark a lot more. But NuckleDu once again, oh God, NuckleDu, look at this defense over here. He gets in there, crouching medium kick, and then jump back. Yeah, what a good reaction. And then Punk jumps forward, and he was not ready for NuckleDu to jump at him. That is a crazy read from NuckleDu that Punk was going to jump forward, and he jumped at him. Punk didn't have the DP ready, and then NuckleDu gets the back throw, and now we're back in the middle of the screen. But there's Punk and his whiff punish on the crouching heavy kick, which is super good. And oh, God! Why is Punk having so much trouble punishing this drive? That's so weird. That's the third time we've seen Punk mess up. He punished it right one time, but that's the third time he's missed it. And that button's fast enough to punish as well. He's just hitting it too late. So it doesn't actually... Oh, and then he gets shimmied? Oh, that's game over right there. Yeah, that's game over right there. So again, happened because of this drive reversal, and then he hit medium punch. The only reason why I think that this might happen is that Punk has been playing another character and accidentally got himself muscle memoried into hitting standing medium punch. That's the only thing I can think of here. But even then, he hit it too late. He gets counter hit here, and then the shimmy, and then that's game over. And then at this point in time, NuckleDu wins the tournament. So, again, NuckleDu's Sonic Boom game was really strong, okay? I mean, I'm not going to take credit away from NuckleDu. The Sonic Boom game was really, really strong, and Punk had a really hard time getting past it. In fact, the only time we saw him get past it was with a couple of a couple of spin knuckles very late. But outside of that, he had almost never been able to call out a Sonic Boom and even force NuckleDu into a blocked jump attack, right? Like every time Punk, oh no, he did jump over one Sonic Boom one time when NuckleDu had the level 2 charged up. But that was because he was also burned out and he knew NuckleDu really wanted to push him away and chip him out to death. So Punk actually kind of had a little bit of an extra read on that situation. But NuckleDu played really, really, really well with the Sonic Booms. And honestly, I'll say it that I don't think Punk's heart was in it. Like, even after the match is over, I mean, look at him right now. He's just like, okay, I'm just getting up. Like, he's not even laughing. NuckleDu is his good friend. Like, these two guys are, like, good friends and stuff. And Punk is just like, whatever, okay. And then he's just like, that's it. That's it. Very strange here. So, again, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, it was Punk. NuckleDu did nothing to win. Clearly, NuckleDu was amazing. Oh, you guys didn't even see the screen. Sorry. But yeah, Punk was just like, his face just had no reactions. He didn't even say anything to NuckleDu afterwards. He just packed up his stuff and left. So I have not got MK1 yet, Factory Worker 1. I'm still kind of trying to see if it goes on sale at some point in time, or to see if I can grab that. Yeah, NuckleDu played really, really well. Had a really strong Sonic Boom game. Had a really strong read on what Punk was trying to do. Really utilized that stand heavy punch into Sonic Boom really well. And like I said, I just felt like he just had a good read on what Punk was trying to do. Keep in mind, Punk made it into grand finals of MK11 just before MK1 just before this, and lost. You know, just a weird match. It was a weird match. Punk wasn't even supposed to be in grand finals. The whole MK community was rooting against him because they didn't want a Street Fighter player to win MK1. And the guy who won, like, all popped off. I don't know if I don't know if that was part of the whole entire thing, if he just wasn't feeling himself afterwards. Again, I'm not trying to make excuses for Punk, but this is just part and parcel of playing tournaments. Like, that's just it. Sometimes you just don't feel right when you play, and it sucks. And but honestly, I really do give a lot of credit to NuckleDu's Sonic Boom game. He played really well. He baited out all the jumps and all the spin knuckles. He was ready to punish them every single time. And so, well done to NuckleDu in that match. So, you know, a lot of it was down to NuckleDu's really, really systematic Guile play. Like, I feel like I learned a lot just watching him play Guile like that, and I feel like I could maybe improve my Guile at this point, just understanding what he was trying to do. But at the same time, you know, like I said, Punk was definitely out of it. When he got that accidental spin knuckle, you saw how badly he tilted. He tilted so badly. Like, you have very rarely seen Punk react like 6 or 7 times in a row to, like, do the obvious reaction. Like, I got shimmied. I tried to press a button in the middle of this block string. I tried jumping over every Sonic Boom and spin knuckling after every Sonic Boom. He got tilted in that one round. He was able to make a comeback and take a game, which shows the power that Punk has. But in the end, NuckleDu was just too strong. NuckleDu's too good. And so he was able to win this. So, you know, what I'd like to see, you know, I hope from NuckleDu is that he starts feeling more confident in this matchup and against Punk, to really be able to keep, you know, keeping Punk on his toes. Because, you know, we're always happy to see a good rivalry. We're always happy to see two strong players pushing each other. And that's kind of the main thing. So, all right, so that's the examination of NuckleDu and Punk. Hope that was fun and entertaining for you guys, and educational. Hope you guys thought that was informative and a really nice breakdown. But if you guys enjoy this kind of thing, and you enjoy my breakdowns and enjoy how my approach to breaking down match videos, please let me know. And I'll keep doing these. I've done them 2 weeks in a row now. So if you guys have any suggestions of any matches that you'd love to see broken down, please let me know in the comments as well. Let me know on Twitter. And say hello to Nathan. It's that time again. Hi, Nathan. You ready for food? You're ready for food, aren't you? What a boy. What a boy. Hi. But if you enjoy this, let me know. Till next time, guys, thank you for watching here on twitch.tv/UltraChenTV. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Also, donations, subscriptions to the Twitch channel, etc., are all very helpful. Appreciated very much. But take care, guys. Hope to see you guys next week here on Ultra Chen TV for It Was Tuesday, and the day that this podcast graced your ears was the most important day of your life. But for me,
it was Tuesday.